Clearing junglers. Finishes her fast. Finishes her clear the quickest, I believe. Looks like there's a bit of a scuffle there bot lane. Double up hitting only scout leader. The Zyra E hitting. Rom's a little sucker. I don't think he has enough time to flash. Yeah, he just goes down here to big fella Tyler. Benjamin is here though. I'm not sure if they have enough damage to kill Zyra. Sun coming out from Benjamin, Root coming out for dinner. Dinner could be in a tight spot here. Oh, nice slash from dinner. Persalto is here before Dynamic. This could be really good for the side of Bush Wookies. Oh, where the Q goes. And a nice flash from Persalto. Is that a kill? Yep, kill Persalto. Benjamin getting a little too low. Nice rotation there from Persalto. Dynamic going back mid lane. A bit unfortunate, he could have gotten a good sandwich there on Bush Wookies, but the stats just go mid and push that wave. Oh, a really nice flash from Buck Wild there, solo killing Eli. Well, on the map guy for Persalto. Oh, and Buck Wild going in here with the Cyclone. And I think Eli is just dead. Yep, really well played by Buck Wild there. Hey, like, I played this one. Bit of a Benjamin kind of on the opposite side of the rift here. Not sure what he was playing, but probably just gonna go down here. Yeah, gonna take those scrubs, and it looks like Wukong is actually TPing to the bot lane. No ult, but I think Dinner and Flaxer are just a little too overextended here. Oh. And down goes Dinner. Yeah, really nice TP there from Buck Wild. Could still commit a flash and an ult to Aphelios with no flash. Do you think it would be the move? Yep. Oh no, Aphelios just barely walking out of it to not get knocked up there. And it looks like Buck Wild is going for an aggressive trade again onto Eli here, but Benjamin is topside. Buck could go down here. Doesn't. Oh, really well played by Buck, but unfortunately goes down to the Wukong. He is accelerated, of course, but I still think Eli has some time left. But it looks like Stonewall here is forcing out the flash from Persalto with the E. Still knocks him up. And Orianna ult. And Persalto drops. Buckwild is on the way. With no Syndra or Orianna, this could look a little scary for them. Oh, Orianna is here for the bot lane. Oh, Dinner is rooted. Can't really play the game. Yep, goes down to Miracle. With a nice rotation there, PeaceKeepers. Really well played. Really like what they're doing with the map. And then a random Buck Wild roam onto Persalto, who is just gonna die. Not 10 CS per minute, but up on their lane opponents, even with all the pressure coming from the side of Stonewall and Buck Wild. So, game's not out yet. Still super winnable. But Stonewall is Dinner's a bit caught out here. Oh, Dinner goes down so quickly. Oh, but I think that. Yeah, Scott maybe is just gonna go down too. I think that's a double kill for the MF here. And that's definitely not what you want to see from the side of Bush Wookies. Oh, Benjamin's a little cut out too. Gonna probably hold on to the. Yep. Yeah, really well played by PeaceKeepers there, holding on to the Orianna. Hopefully PeaceKeepers won't let that happen. Scout even looking a little cut out here with a flash from Big Fella Tyler and an Orianna ultimate. Oh, and the MF ultimate beats Benjamin and Scout Leader allows Benjamin flashing and hitting nobody. A good flash from Arctic, but a little cut out here for the exhaust. Mako comes out instead of hitting nobody. It looks like they're chasing for Persalto. No man left alive. Gets hit by the llama. Persalto has no flash. He's just gonna drop there. Really well played again from PeaceKeepers. So controlling this really well played there by PeaceKeepers. I think Bush Wookies are just too caught out, and it looks like Dinner here is, as I'm seeing it, caught out a little bit against Dynamic and Big Fella Tyler. Unleashes the ult on Dynamic. A lot of damage coming out from the track runs, but Orianna kind of just running away from him. Oh, Dynamic. Unfortunately, not enough. Are chasing them a little bit here. The Maokai rolling out. Braum shield going up. Aphelios still getting rooted. And there comes a bullet time and a great curse to this time only, but Zinjamin is way too low to tank anymore, and Aphelios just goes straight down. One hammer coming out, but 10 minutes ago, already won. Yeah, I would have been half health by that. Now just simply keeping him. Zinjamin going in on Stonewall here, but nobody is here to help him. Stonewall a bit CC, and the Aphelios ult actually hits, and Stonewall goes down. There is a TP here from Buck Wild. Dinner is literally defenseless here. He could get bursted by the bullet time and will go takes down the flash from down before Tyler. More time coming out, Zinjin dropping as well. And the twisted advance rolling out from Maokai. This looks like a one fight for Peacekeepers. Eli on the other side, trying to get Arctic. I would like to see them do more with this Baron. Okay, Eli getting engaged on here by before Tyler. Getting exhausted. MF is wailing, the Cloud is wailing. He will go down to the MF. But while tanking like 8,000 power shots. As I said it, they proved me wrong. They dove a north. And now they're looking to dive the base. I'm getting shattered by code 50. Legendary cover. Zinjin gonna go down to Stonewall's ult here. Big fella Tyler taking down Zinjin. Kasako taking down Buck Wild. Arctic taking down Dinner. Arctic's just running under tower to kill everybody else. It's a little doomed for Wookies here. Not sure what they can do against Baron minions with Scat Leader and Corsalzo only, but it's looking like Peacekeepers, they're ready for a game 2. They're ready to just play next. Ornalt coming out, gonna miss. Big Orianna ultimate from Dynamic. Arctic wailing on Eli Senpai. Every single member of Wookies is low. Corsalzo almost going down. And it looks like game 1 will go over to Peacekeepers. Yeah, Zinjin kind of playing with fire there, especially when Victor's getting pushed in. Happy to see he made it out though. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him, but now again, maybe getting collapsed on by the solo lanes. Once again, we see the jump in from Tristana, able to get the damage off, but this is an extended trade that looks like it's going in favor of the side of Peacekeepers. There's no flash on this Lulu, should be potentially falling here. Arctic getting super low though as well. The shield trying to do as much as they can. Flash in from Arctic, does get the first blood on this Ashe Braum combo. Can they get a trade kill in response there? Trying to do as much as they can. Dinner able to pick up that kill, and now the W is not going to do a whole lot, but it's there for the damage. Double kill for Tristana, and somehow on this top side, we've had a massive 3v3 in the enemy blue side. Do they have anything here? For Salto going to try and run this one out. Vi does have the flash. They could look to use it. They are going to flash. Follow through flash there. Vi for Salto. Teleport coming through here for Eli Senpai to try and protect their Victor. Should be the end of this. Because like I was on PK last season, so like casting them, it's a little strange for sure. That being said, Sash in here from Dinner going to get some solid damage off onto Arctic, onto Big Fella Tyler, but the Braum Shield going to do a lot of work. Zinjin is here, though, going to get spotted out by a ward, going in, does not care, hits up the Cataclysm, forces out the flash from Arctic, but now gets stunned up, and they may have gone too deep, just going to give over a kill to Arctic, and now Dinner trying to run in, does have the flash, does have the cleanse. They might be looking to go aggressive here, trying to pick up the feats of warfare, and that's going to be a double flash in. Blue team able to pick that one up, use the Lulu R to knock up Arctic, has no way out, but actually can
CS lead this game. I expect him to...
the Ensemble Onslaught onto the Victor, has to use up the flash, does drop the W, not going to be able to stun up anybody, but Hui is now up maybe a little too far and does not have their flash up just yet. Dinner coming in, going to be able to pick up the kill on a rampage now is the Tristana.
Rotate my Gnar down. But even then, like, what does your Gnar do?
Oh, it looks like we're just going to get a 50-50 on the Dragon. Stonewall trying to force the issue. It is going to be stolen, but by Arctic. Might not be playing jungle now, but they're still securing the objectives. That is going to be the triple objectives. First also should be able to pick up a kill here onto this Ashe, though. Not going to be able to survive, and Braum may be quickly there to fall in short order. Vi was able to get out over the wall, getting chased out by Zinjin. Braum able to get away, and Stonewall just going to try and steal the wave from their AD carry before they die. Zinjin going to pick up that bot lane, maybe have a moment to breathe. Maybe. Okay, Buckwild gonna use the other jump there. Eli Senpai has no way to continue this damage on this bot lane turret. Not gonna get it, but the red turret is gonna, or blue turret is gonna fall on the top side, and a solo kill for Buckwild on this Shen. This Gnar is going to be a problem whenever they do eventually show up to team fights. But look at this trap being laid by Bush Wookiees. They are living up to their name here. They have fallen in behind. It is going to be a 4-on-2 under the tower. EQ not going to connect, but double Cataclysm will. Good flash out there from Arctic, but they are still going to just get deleted by Forsalto. Tanking up the tower. This is going to fall. Braum is going to fall here as well. Probably getting picked up here by the Tristana as well. And now Braum trying to just buy as much time as they can. Blue turret gets picked up there in the mid lane by Dynamics, so kudos to them. They are able to pick that up. Tower shot gonna get the kill. It is a Bush Wookiees. I think it overall ends up pretty in favor of Peacekeepers.
I would argue that, yeah. First also ended up getting a kill. They got a whole bot lane tower. But this Gnar is just hammering top lane, so I don't even know. And Vi is here. Like, I think Eli is just dead again.
Dashes out, not able to get hit up there, but does have the R on the Vi. Flash gets used, but immediately followed there. And now Dinner is here on the side, gets stunned up by the Gnar. Buckwild does not want to get killed here. That is a Dinner going in maybe a little bit too hard. Gets hit up by the Huayhard. Going to be able to survive with the shield from the Lulu. Do they have anything left in the tank? Yes, they do. Stonewall is going to be able to pick that one up, but look at the backside. It is going to be for Salto and Zinjin coming down on the backside. They are able to pick up the kill on Stonewall. Eventually, Buckwild is low. They do not have any Mega. They should be falling here shortly. Dynamic trying to do the damage that they can on the top side. Onto for Salto. 1v1 by the mid laners. Braum is here, gets them out. What a crazy fight in the top side.
Yeah, I mean,
that being said, Dragon is spawning up here in less than a minute. Right now, the gold is in favor of Peacekeepers, despite the kills not being. Cataclysm does get used up by Arctic. You are not a jungler. In this case, you are an immobile AD carry with no flash, no barrier now. Braum trying to do what they can to get you out, but it might not be enough. We'll see. Arctic is so low. Massive 3-man ultimate by the Braum. Could be buying the time here for Arctic to get out. Way trying to peel, gets the pullback on this Jarvan. Not going to be enough though. Rampage here for Zinjamin. Hwei now maybe dying for the sins of Arctic. The reinforcements are here. It is a 4-on-4. Shen is on the top side. Does have the Stand United. Is getting popped here onto first. No, it is not. Not sure what that shield was coming from Salto. Either way.
much closer this game. Very, very closer. Last game, one fight, it was just always on the side of PK. But I think Wookies kind of, I quoted you, well, I quoted us. Last game, they woke the fuck up. They locked the fuck in. They're ready for a game 2.
They are ready for game 2. They are starting up this Dragon. This would put them on soul point. We do see the teleport coming through from Salto, and these health bars are relatively low on the side of PK. Dragon down to 6,000. Dinner up on that top side. Split off from the rest of the team. Would have to W into the pit, but they might not have to. Taunt comes through onto the Braum. Is going to immediately pick up the kill, and now Stonewall is able to pick up a kill. In response, Senpai goes down. Zinjamin super low. Does get shut down eventually. By the way, massive R there from Nar. Gets up on the 2 members. Double kill for the way, and this fight went all the way. No cleanse there, and now Buckwild is here. Lulu R gets popped there. Arctic has to flash away, but we see the rest of the team trying to force down this Atacon, but Zinjamin is there, as is Guy Senpai. This fight is so split on both sides. We'll have to see how they're able to do this. Zinjamin going to go in for the 50-50, goes in a little too early, gets a 3-man Cataclysm, but there is no damage really here to follow up. It does get stolen there by the Jarvan, and can they continue this fight here? We'll have to see. Can Dynamic get out? Is super low. Has a massive shutdown. They already pick up the kill on his Zinjamin. Arctic does nearly fall. Not going to fully go down. Dinner flashes in. Is able to pick up the shutdown. Now has the W reset to get out. They're going to try and force onto the Tristana. Will go down. Well, not going to. Actually, they're going to get rooted up here by the Victor, but Jarvan does not seem super interested. The reinforcements are here. They are going to be able to get up onto this Lulu, forcing out the flash, but now the Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the Vyar, and this Lulu just gets deleted.
For the side of Wookies to even walk up here, especially with the Huayfear, the Ashe.
And now forcing out the flash for Salto, having to get away from that Gnar. That's a massive cooldown before this next Dragon, and they might still be going down here. Way doing a ton of damage. Buckwild's able to pick that one up, and now Zinjamin gets the EQ into the Cataclysm. Shut down onto Stonewall, goes over to Dinner, and now they're looking to go in for the resets. They do have the Stand United, gets a 2-man taunt, and this could be really good for the side of Bushwickies. All that is left is the Braum, though. Everyone else has gone out. Flash out. Buckwild flash.
Needs to be focused in these fights.
Yeah, mid lane turret gonna get picked up here by the Tristana, who shreds turret so effectively, even though they don't have the grubs. Dinner does get hit up by the Braumar, and Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to connect there just onto the Shen, but it's going to be a kill. Gnar are not going to do a ton here, but it is going to be able to get some damage off. Jarvan goes in onto the backside. They are by themselves. Braum is super low. Vi is trying to sprint out here, trying to impact this fight. Arctic trying to wail on these members. Dynamic able to pick up the kill. Finally, Dinner does eventually go down here, courtesy of the Vi. Lulu is the only member left, is killed there. Double kill, and that is an ace for the side of PK.
Yeah, I mean, that fight looked so in favor of Bushwickies. Tristana's just wailing on the entire team, but then they just, the side of PK just pulls up to just play the fight cleaner. That Braum ult hitting Tristana, kind of forcing her away, giving the W, her positioning kind of being forced away. It's just really well played by PK again. And
really well played.
This
should
Gnar,
just be game number 2. Yeah, this
yeah,
Gnar did absolute work. Shen gonna try to do their best heroic performance here. Goes in for the taunt. Maybe gonna get a kill on the Arctic. Not gonna be able to do so. And we'll see if they can get anything going here. Cataclysm is gonna connect. Arctic goes down. Reinforcer here. Dinner could look for a montage-worthy play, but they're just trying to end this game, and they actually might be able to hold on here. They are at the base defense. It is not over. Somehow Tristana picked up, I think, at least 3 kills there, and despite the Nexus being exposed, the game is not over.
Not over at all, thanks to Riot.
Everyone's got ultimates. Looks like pretty much flashes are relatively even on both sides. Zingerman's gonna actually just get caught up here. Way are over the top. Will pop. Dynamic able to execute that kill, and that should just be a free.
Peacekeepers enter the base. It's got them crash them.
Zingerman going aggressive in here though. Goes in with the Cataclysm, force out the flash from Arctic, but they are just gonna get deleted here. Actually able to go in, and now Lulu actually gets hit up by the R by Lulu, and Stonewall is doing so much frontlining here. Buckwild is on the backside. Ash gonna pick up a double kill, forcing out the flash. Tristana not gonna be picked up by the Gnar, but it doesn't matter because the rest of your team is dead. And 4v1, I don't like Dinner's odds. Wave is coming through. Fist bump coming through from Arctic, and we'll see if the team looks to respond. No, he's getting left on red. That's a little unlucky. The towers, we don't actually see them respawn, but Dinner gets hit up by the Wayar. They will fall here. That's going to be a delayed ace for the side of PK, and that's going to be a 2-0 series lead for Peacekeepers.
Yeah, again, really well played by Peacekeepers. A lot of signs of life. Actually, this game was a lot closer than game 1. But ultimately, I think Peacekeepers just playing the team fights a lot
over
better.
the wall here onto the Viego. If they catch him slipping, they're just waiting it out nice and slow. And there's going to be the flash in from Rel. There is no Fury here. Can they get onto Zingerman in time? Exhaust popped here. They are just going to do the flash, but they don't get away. Making some impact plays. Doing pretty solid. Hex flash for the Aura. Gonna just sprint at them here. Does not get the W remount. Now they do. They are getting super chunked here though. Double Q comes through, but they actually force the play a little too hard. Now Arctic has to flash away, but they're just gonna get ran down here by the Braum passive into the kill for Arctic. Or on Arctic by Dinner, and now Nefiri is here, but Nefiri, again, this Braum is just such a strong pick, and just like that, that being said, Dragon getting started up here by Bush Wookies. They should just be able to pick this up. Nefiri is coming down, and the Scion ultimate is actually coming through. Rel flashes in, force out the flash from Viego as well. Braum doesn't have any summoners, so they will be going down. Thank you for the leash, says Stonewall, and now Versalto has no mana, no real play here in response. And that is going to be Dragon picked up here for PK. Taunt coming through on the top side. Senpai doing his lot of damage, forcing out the flash. Flash for flash trade in the top lane. And now that's going to be a root here onto Arctic. Does not have any summoners either. Does actually have the barrier, but they're not going to use a killing spree on the side.
Working really well.
As I have frozen up. Okay, there we go.
The whole thing did.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so it was frozen there for me for a second. They already pick up a count on Dynamic Reality, now for Salt down. Picked up by the Rel. They're 1 for 1. It's like, shoot, you know, PC's bad. PC's bad.
Yeah.
Those bad links you've been clicking and shit. Galio going in, maybe not the move. Gonna get hit up here by the Rel into the remount, into the Q. They're saving it. They are able to get up the stun into the Varus damage. Able to face check into the Nefiri. Not what you want to do here. Does not have the flash. They do get the stun off onto the Nefiri, but that is going to be the unstoppable coming through from the Scion. Cass will just instantly fall. Donate it over to your Nefiri. Again, can't really make up the mind what she wants to do. Maybe looking off for Salto here. Maybe having to force out the flash on the Scion Cupid. Look at this teleport coming in from behind by the cannon. That's going to be a Magic Storm into a massive Maelstrom on the massive ult there from Xayah into the flash, but it's be enough. They are trying to get the pullback, not going to get it onto anybody. Barry comes through from Arctic. That should be a traded kill as well onto the Braum. What a flank there from Buckwild on this cannon. And it's
TP flanks like that are back because of the TP changes, and they're so effective.
Scion taking up a lot of damage here, does use the Unstoppable, able to connect there on a massive 2-man Q, and Versalto gets stashed in on by Stonewall, has no way to survive this one. Buckwild could go down here, courtesy of the Viego. That is going to be a shutdown, but they are super low here. Versalto, or Senpai getting dashed in on. Dynamic goes down here, double kill for this Viego. Can they get the triple kill? No, they cannot. Scion does have the passive though with the Viego, but they are so slow they can't catch up to Stonewall at all. I believe that's what. Yeah, and that is going to be the feats. Just a second earlier on the feat of Mon. Gets picked up there by blue side. You can see the boots are there. Dynamic gets hit up by the taunt. They're opting into this fight, and I don't like their odds here. Dinner gets stashed in on by the Rel. Magstorm is going to connect. Xayah comes through, as is the Galliard. Not going to get anyone up there. Now the Maelstrom onto 4 members. Cass got a massive R as well, and Dinner's trying to flank on the backside, trying to do it again. Buckwild actually goes down. Viego does have the resets. Can they get massive plays off? These health bars are super low, and this is exactly what Viego is looking for, and this is actually looking like it's going to Bush Wookies 3 bars down. Double kill for Viego. Taunt connects onto Arctic. That is going to be a knockup into a Viego reset potentially. Triple kill for Viego. Rel able to get out, but the quadra kill with the Varus Q. Dynamic is here. Versalto is here. 5v5 around this icon. Not getting started up here. Have to be careful. early positioning is in favor of the side of Peacekeepers, and Rel looking to go in with the Q or the Hex Flash over the top, and now we just got ourselves another 5v5. Slicing Maelstrom comes through on the backside, not getting a whole lot of impact off, and Zindred is now unstoppable. Galio are over the top, going to be able to knock up the Rel, and this is again just looking like Sevilla. That's actually the Scion rather, trying to dash in 5v3, 2-0 in favor of the side of Bush Wookies. And do they look to start this Atacon as the response? It looks like they do. Health bars are low for this Galio, for this Braum, but they do not care. They're trying to force the advantage here. Atacon does kind of shred pretty effectively, so you have to be really careful here, as Dinner is now getting deleted by the Atacon. 4,000. I'm expecting we're going to see someone going for a 50-50, and it is looking like it's just going to be a pure coin flip. It is taken by the side of Bush Wookies, and now they have to get out as the Arcane Comet is going to pick up the Braum on the backside. Nice little trade kill in response, and Rel able to lock up Zinjamin, has to force out the flash, has to use the W, but now dashing in is the Nefiri. They have to try and bail out their Nefiri, or they have to bail out their Viego rather. Stonewall going to get picked up there by Forsalto, trying to run them down. Zyar aggressively gets the pull back potentially. No, they do not, but it is going to be a kill. Dinner able to pick up Arctic here. Have full-blown chaos. Cannon is back. So many health bars are low on both sides, and maybe the extended play is going the way of Peacekeepers. Viego trying to get the reset, and they are able to pick up the cannon in the end. Godlike on this Viego is Zinjamin. Make that a double kill. Gets the health bar back. Rel using the Q to get out. Cass using the R, and they're actually going back in with the Viego reset, trying to pick up the kill on Sion, which they will. Triple kill for Zinjamin. Who gives a damn how the early game
Bush Wookies is playing on a number disadvantage. I think that's how you climb back as PK. But then again, it's kind of hard. Oh, like
they're catching out Dinner here. Massive R there from Rel, and this could be the pick that you were talking about, having to force out the flash from the Zaya. Isn't it? But there's still no way for Dinner to get out. Gets picked up there by Arctic, and this is the fight that PK were looking for. Viego getting engaged on Cass over the top. Viego is eventually going to get shut down there, courtesy of the cannon. Oh, Cass is able to pick up the kill on the Rel, but this fight is looking overall could go either way. Cass able to pick up a double kill for Salto. Free firing, showing that they do have the hands. Flashes in, trying to get the kill onto Arctic. They are able to throw them down, but the Q from Sion able to knock him onto 2. Flash in from Galio, gets the taunt off onto the Varus, but there is no follow-up from Salto, who's getting zoned off by this Sion. This fight is so split on both sides, and I still can't really tell who's going to win this one overall. It could go either way. Varus has the cooldowns. They are able to pick up the kill onto Eli Senpai, and now it is just Cass versus Sion, this mid lane fight that we saw over and over again, dodging away from the Q over the top. The Varus Q is going to connect, and now Braum is here trying to bail out their Cass. Overall, gold.
And then, yeah, it was a double whammy, because Zinjamin then just got picked up as well.
Oh, and we're just straight into this dragon fight. It is soul point if Viego could get in there, but is going to get deleted before they even have an opportunity to do so. And now we've got the dragon taken on the side of blue, but now the fight looks like it is probably going to go the way of red side. Zinjamin is unstoppable. Zinjamin is low. Buckwild gets deleted immediately. Zinjamin one shot, but they cannot get him before the resets come through. And now the fight is going all the way of Bush Wookies. Reset after reset. Arctic just has to run away as they're the only member alive on the side of Bush Wookies, and that should just be a Baron for Bush Wookies.
Yep, super well played. They did not take a pick before they fought there on the side of PK, so I think like 5v5 the fights are just catastrophically worse because you also have a lethality Varus who is never ever going to dish out more damage than the enemy Xayah Cassiopeia. I just think if I'm PK, I'm playing around these little blind spots that Bush Wookies might have, and I'm looking to take out their carries in those blind spots, but I don't think a 5v5 is ever going to
matter because the Braum, because of the Galio, because of the Xayah who has the R. Cannon looking for maybe a massive Maelstrom on the backside. Xayah R has already been, and this could be the look they're looking for, and Cannon is able to eventually delete the Xayah on the backside, and now they're under the tower. They are trying to force the issue. Teleport coming through super late here from Forsalto. The fight's already going to be over by the time they get here, though, or is it? I should say Buckwild does get shut down here in the end. Sion actually R is under the tower. They're going to get deleted courtesy of this Viego on a killing spree now, but that was a solid look.
Could potentially just look to run into a mid push here instead of just giving Dragon. Like, that's the luxury they have. Early stacking Dragon, they can give it worst case scenario and just push that mid wave.
Yeah, unfortunately though, Dream, with how this game has been going, I don't think they're going to stall this out for the mid lane push. We're probably going to have a massive team fight in about 10 seconds, and I got to lock in Dragon, not aggroed by either side. Maybe Dynamic looks to start up here. These teams are so hesitant. Braum is already down to about 50% HP though, which makes this kind of tough for the side of Bush Wookies, and you can see Zinjamin starting to posture up towards that mid lane. Braum again going to take another poke out from the Varus, which, I mean, Arctic kind of doing a little bit of work here, slowly but surely, whittling away at this Braum. We see Forsalto pushing that mid wave, and now we're getting the engage coming through, and it is going to be the Braum R immediately used. also has their ability. Zinjaman dashes in, but they are just getting deleted here. Xayah already comes through. Viego gets shut down before they can do anything, and now the fight is going extended, and there's just so many help bars low on both sides. Cass is pumping, Xayah pumping, flash out from Dinner on the backside. Galio is trying to peel as best they can. Double kill for Arctic on this Varus, and now there's no way to protect your Xayah. Stonewall able to pick up that kill. All that is left is for Salto, and Dragon should be
I was a little worried there because I saw him channel it before the team fight.
Salto maybe sticking up here a little bit too long. Does get the R off onto the Neferi, but there's not really enough they can do here. They should just be getting deleted here. Viego dashes in, shut down, and that's going to be another kill. Kennen picking up a double kill. Braum flashing over the wall, but just gets followed there by Stonewall. Gets super chunked out here, and they are not looking to continue this, but who needs to? You got the jungler, you got the mid laner, you've got a Baron on the table, and that is exactly what PeaceKeepers are looking for. Flash in there from Galio onto the Kennen, trying to get the damage off, but it's not going to be enough. Dinner trying to front line or free fire, but this Sion is proving to be such a menace on the backside. Braum likely going to be the first to fall here. Galio going to be shortly there to follow after, and all that is left is Dinner on the Xayah, who is trying to pump. They cannot do it though. Rel going to go in, are forced out by a Zion. Just going to delete the Xayah under the tower, and they could say screw the Baron. They might just try and end this game. 20 seconds. No, they're going to get the tower.
But you just put yourself in an even more impossible situation now. It's
yeah,
so hard for Wookies now.
I think they just had about a 10,000 gold swing in the span of just a couple minutes. Viego, Zinjaman is here, gonna get a reset off onto the Rel. That is one Baron down. Dynamic potentially gonna fall here as well. Flash over the wall, but the unstoppable Dynamic is out of there, proving us wrong with this Sion pick for sure. One Baron taken off, but it is the Rel. Maybe that's Bushwookies just doing a little bit of trolling. It's like all about perspective or something like that. For Salto getting flashed in on by the Kennen, it should be a winning play, but no, it is not. So much damage into the
almost doing as much as this Kennen.
Yeah, frontline Varus with that Jacksha, with that Edge of Night, doesn't feel the need to play super safe here as Dinner already down to half HP. This poke is so potent on the side of PK. We now have what might be our last fight of the game. Maelstrom goes in onto 3 members. Xayah is free fire on the top side. Zinjaman immediately goes down though, and this fight is continuing. Dinner gets a good R off, able to buy enough time. Double kill for this Kennen. Xayah goes down, courtesy of, it is going to be the Rel that picks up in the end. All that's left is for Salto, and there's not a thing this cast can do. No one went down on the side of PK. It is going to be a 5-0 ace for the side of PeaceKeepers, and that is going to be game 3. Series win 3-0 for PeaceKeepers.
Yeah, super well played by PeaceKeepers the entire series. It's been so much fun watching them just smurf. I don't know, they looked really good on the Rift this series. And hopefully I can